Hi, my name's Asheray. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I access my Akashic records and I ask questions that we're all kind of wondering what the answers are. Today we are talking about what are chakras. And so this isn't going to be like a discussion about specific chakras. It's just a more general description of what it means, what chakras mean. So let's see what they have to say. So the way they're showing me it is that chakras are energy centers. They're kind of like dense energy densities. And so they're showing me them up the body, but then there's also other chakras in the field and on your body as well. But it's energetic centers is the best way that they can describe it. And so there are the 7 chakras that we always talk about, and also the way they're showing me them is specific to, how do I say this, like what lives in that chakra. So what that means is, just one example, survival lives in the root chakra. And so when the root chakra is, or when someone is in survival, then the root chakra could be off kilter a little bit, or there could be energetic stagnation in the root chakra, or there could be trauma stored there. There's all sorts of different things that could happen to make that the case. And there's also body systems that are highly associated with certain chakras as well. And so they're saying that people would refer to chakras as something that is new agey, but really the concept of chakras has been here for millennia, and that it is an old knowing. And the reason that so many people refer to chakras is because there is this, how do I say, like there's just this knowing that they exist. And the reason that, so okay. There are many different things that come from many different origins. So oftentimes you think of chakras coming from India, let's say, right? But the reason that chakras have kind of spread into so many different teachings and even overlap with other teachings is because these energy centers are something that feel true for many people. And you see it in Japanese teachings, Chinese teachings. Chinese has some different words for it. But when you learn Reiki, you learn about chakras, and Reiki is a Japanese technique. And so it's just the acknowledgement of whatever you call them. You don't have to call them chakras, but that there are these centers of energy in your body that hold information and that hold frequencies and vibrations. And that also what they do is when they are in alignment, they move the energy in your field and your body in the way that it's meant to be moved. And when they have stagnation or blockages, or they aren't functioning in the way they're meant to, that's when you start to have energetic and emotional blockages, and you also have disease. And so it sounds like an oversimplified way to describe these things, and it's not the only cause of those things. It's not the only cause of physical and emotional issues, we'll say, but it is one of the components, is because energy is meant to move, and it's meant to flow in your body, and it's meant to move in a specific way. And it's like, these are like little, you can think of them as electric, when you're driving down the road and there's like an electrical hub or something like that, and an electrical station. these are basically like electrical stations, is kind of like the metaphor they're using. And so if you're at the electrical station and one of the breakers is off or something like that, then part of that neighborhood isn't going to get electric. Same goes here. When there's stagnation or when there's blockages in these chakras, part of your body or your energy field isn't getting the energy movement that it's meant to get. And so that's why chakras end up being really, really important in energy work, is because not only is it important in your the spiritual aspect, but it is important in the physical aspect as well. And so, yeah, they're basically saying that this is why components, this is why these energetic pieces of our existence are really, really important, because our cells require energy, our mitochondria require energy, our physical form requires energy. And when energy isn't flowing to those places adequately, then we're not getting the energy we need to live in our best physical form. And so that's like really the majority of what they wanted to say about chakras, but they will kind of talk a little bit about what you can experience when certain chakras are off or out of kilter. And this is more from kind of an emotional perspective, and they may go to physical in a minute, so hang tight. So they're talking again about the root chakra and how it's connected to the nervous system, and how it is connected to fight or flight response, to being in a state of survival, feeling unsafe, and all of those things. When the root chakra is out of balance, that contributes, or this is a two-way street. So when the root chakra is out of balance, it can contribute to a dysregulated nervous system, for example. And when the nervous system is dysregulated by some trauma or some trigger or something like that, then it can cause the root chakra to kind of get not be moving in the way that it's meant to be moving. And so this happens all the way up the body and wherever there are energy centers or chakras located in the body or the energy field. And so that was just an example of how this all works together. So the mind, body, and spirit, soul are really all connected, and it does sound very new agey, but it's true. And it is the connection back to source energy and the connection to that energy, the source energy, that helps to begin to move the energy centers in your body the way they're meant to move. And it is a little bit more complex than that, but that's the gist of the story. And so if you would like a little bit more information about each chakra and what each chakra does specifically, I can certainly make videos about that. Just leave me some comments and let me know. I'll be happy to do that. But they really just wanted to talk about what they mean. And so hopefully that helped, and hopefully it explains why chakras are having their moment. But the great irony is that this concept is millennia old, maybe even older. And so anyway, I hope that helped, and I hope you're having a great day. Take care.